Hello, I'm Dr. Ruby Wallis and I teach experiential photography at the Burren College of Art. We teach photography to undergraduate students at 3 levels: introductory, independent and advanced. For introductory photography, you'll be learning all the basics of analog and digital photography, working in the darkroom, and learning about the history of photography and how it interacts with the wider framework of contemporary art practice. For advanced photography, you'll be working through 3 key themes. It's more theoretical and conceptual, and you'll be working a lot with group critique and individual tutorial. For independent photography, you'll be developing one key concept and theme which will bring you through the whole semester and developing one long project. The notion of experiential photography is to reach beyond the conventions of a picturesque imaging of landscape and to experiment with ways we can unsettle a traditional perspective, paying closer attention to the body, materiality, and the senses. In all of these courses, the student is challenged to expand their knowledge of lens-based media, examining the ways in which a photographic image can blur the line between fiction and reality, public and private, and work with our experience of space and each other. Research is drawn from a contemporary framework of exhibitions and journals. The courses combine theory and practice and examine the expanded field, looking at how photography intersects with film, sculpture, and painting, what it means to make photographs in a culture overloaded with images. All of the courses emphasize experimentation with techniques, processes, and materials. We run several workshops throughout the semester: Introduction to Digital and Analog, Processing Medium Format and Cyanotype, Studio Lighting, and Digital Post-Production. The courses all emphasize a group dynamic and peer-led critique. Some of the key themes investigated in the courses are rethinking the gaze, landscape and portrait, the materiality of analog photography, the darkroom, performance and photography, identity, walking and movement, closeness and distance, insider-outsider experience, fiction and reality, alternative processes, and ecological processes. The methodology involved in analog photography slows the process right down, exploring its material and tactile qualities. Recently, there's been a resurgence in interest in the quality analog film has. Many students have chosen to experiment with alternative processes, using natural pigments, dyes, and sunlight to expose. One of our former students, Zola Kell, formed a body of work in which she combined and experimented with different materials and chemical processes. From homemade developers, cyanotypes, lumen printing, paper negatives, to anthotypes made with homemade vegetable dyes. We also work with digital photography, which has its own advantages, of course, being adaptable and transferable. Post-production, alteration, and fragmentation play an important role in today's image culture. Many of our graduating students have used digital photography and collage methods and expanded that process into sculptural and installation forms. Students really benefit from the immersion in both the college and the local community. This provides opportunities for collaborative, participatory projects, portrait work, and experimental forays into the environment.